Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, Dyslexic Gamer. As we carry on our playthrough of Atom. Well, no, we're not a chicken. Here we are. We are the bot. Sorry, I'm fighting back hiccups now, which is marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. So right, we're going into the bar. And we're going to speak with this rather large individual. Hello. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man of around 25 with a neatly trimmed beard. He's wearing a white shirt with some rather short shorts. In his hand there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. Oh, a customer. Welcome to the tavern. You travellers sure keep coming. What do you mean? Well, you're right here now, and not long ago an armed band came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil, just like real army men. Huh. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue, but they just left. So I don't think he was able to strike any kind of deal. They talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name's Yen. If you want to know more, I suggest you speak to him. Anyway, maybe you'd like a drink or something to eat. Are there any jobs you might need of me? You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fella myself. I can sell and buy, or I can sell you spirits. I can sell you beer, or I can sell you spirits. That I'd do gladly. Need something more around the house? A light bulb screwed in, or a chair fixed, for example. Just give me a call. But save the more serious stuff for I can't remember what I called her now. Katia's ears. She's the productive one. He looks at a young lady nearby who seems to be lost in some calculation. Yes, with an abacus. With a fucking abacus. So what? Calculators didn't survive? But somehow we learnt how to use abacuses again. Fair enough. Although I did learn to use an abacus in school, but I think that was more just for pampering, like, what should the children do today? Well, let's teach them how to use an abacus, because that will be a very useful skill. It's just that she's pretty busy right now. Tallying expenses, planning the budget, you know. And when Katia is busy, it's pretty hard to get her attention. I just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions. Tentacles? don't... Tinterus? I don't know. And spirits. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into all that chemistry stuff. Tell her I sent you to try her latest... It's meant to be creation, I'm sure of it. Her latest creation. Or it's concoction. I have no idea. If I am reading that wrong, by all means, have a go at me in the comments. I'm dyslexic, I won't care. I might not be able to read your comment, so it'll be fine. That way you'll know. That way you'll get a free drink and also get to chat to her. With her. Pretty clever, methinks. Okay. Thanks for the advice. Now let me take a look at your menu, because we are hungry. We do need food, and no, that's not 80 rubles per. Yeah, yes, it's one of those. Do we have anything? We don't actually have anything really to sell. It's a bit sad, but I suppose we will. I want to save some of my money, so I'm going to be a penny pincher and... Right, give me that. Right, thanks, I gotta go. Hold on, my friend. Maybe you'd like to hear a little business proposal. I mean, I thought you would have brought this up when I spoke to you about work, but fair enough. Okay, let's hear it. It's a simple matter. A small job, really. Really, what I need is for you to bring me a book. I ordered it, but it's all the way over in... Koshnefyan... I don't know. A Russian word. Koshnefia. I think that's what they said in the prologue, but again, I don't know. Abraham, the bookseller, has it at his store. I can't go get it myself because of my responsibilities at the bar. But I can see that you travel a lot. So if you ever find yourself in Rochnetbr, maybe you could pick it up for me. If you do, I'll be sure to compensate you for your trouble. What's the book? Nah, it's a deal. If I ever go to Rochnetbr, I'll go to this bookshop. The man looks over your map and marks the city with a cross. Wow, thanks so much. Here's the receipt for the book. Show it to... what did I say it was? Arabham, whatever. And he'll give it to you. The bartender hands you a small, thick square of paper. On it written is a formidable curse. I don't know. Are the words the owner of this document, some word I don't know, VA, or his legal proxy, may obtain a copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated to Russian by Orso Z.A. After handing over this receipt signed by... Okay, bye. I mean, he's got one receipt and he meets a stranger in a bar for the first time and is like, here, take this one receipt so I can get my book. Sure, I'll bring it back. Oh, disappear. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a yellow notebook with the words accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in her activities and does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over. He says you might have a... his word, a concoction for me to try out. Oh, I do like that they did put the animation in, even though, you know, the box covers all. Bit difficult to see her face, but anyway. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks, smiles, and tucks her tiny pencil stub behind her right ear. Not between her ears, that would be in her forehead. Behind her right ear. Sorry, I'm just going to open a window. Very unprofessional. I know. I'm melting. Marvelous. Great. I doubt you've ever drunk anything quite like this. It's a new recipe. Well, not really new. More like long forgotten. Sounds interesting. Can't wait to try it. The girl nods and shows you a dim and to a dim and cold corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she pulls a clay bottle labelled XXX. Damn it. I muted myself because I was about to sneeze. And then I accidentally clicked. Apologies. I should keep my finger away from... God damn it. You take a tiny sip. The drink has a strange, sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous. You feel that you should take another sip. You take the bottle back and have another. What harm could a few more sips do? We may have already taken one, so this could be 3 sips. Now your head is beginning to spin. Nothing unusual about that, right? You have full sensation in your limbs like normal, but then you feel them floating around you, as if all the air had suddenly turned to water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it. Probably not good. You wet it with another sip of the concoction. From some distant place, you hear a girl calling to you. Don't do it! But you already did. The world around you stops. You also stop. But your mind is racing through thoughts which arrive with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did you drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is to you like the roll of distant thunder. It grows nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend that what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. From out of the misty void, General Morzov? We'll go Morzov. Morzov appears before you. You looking... Shall I bring it out now? You're looking for me? That was terrible. I may save it for another time after I practice more. Are you looking for me? He asks, his voice like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You're frozen. You're looking for me. I shouldn't have done it again. You're looking for me, says Mozov. And take this, says Morzov, and takes your hand. Let's go. You walk through the dead grey mists together. Morzov in front, you following behind. The general is calm and assured. You have nothing better to do than simply follow him. Finally the mists part, and a strangely beautiful sight appears. There are mushrooms here. You have arrived at an unreal primordial mushroom forest. This huge trunk, their huge trunks are thick, thicker than the biggest oak you've ever seen. Their tops spread like giant umbrellas, obscuring the sun. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. Your tour from the fantastic forest. Your tour through the fantastic forests stops suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest one of all. This is God, says Mozov, but you can't see the general anymore because he is speaking from within you. He is talking from your head, using your mouth. You are General Mozov. Suddenly, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake and you almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but then the shaking stops. You look up, scream, for a colossal mushroom now has a human face. Bow, orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Your mind turns off. For how many hours you do not know. When you finally wake up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. What the? He's alive. Visali, he's alive. The girl is holding you up so you don't collapse completely. You suddenly your stability is returning as the concoction leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. How are you feeling? Surprisingly well, actually. It's a good thing you have such a hardy constitution. I'm so sorry, I made the concoction too strong. How stupid of me. I nearly killed a man. I feel terrible about this. Yeah. The girl exhales and gives you a smile. We took good care of your stuff whilst you slept. You check your belongings to discover that you have not been robbed. Miracles are real after all. I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as recorded by my grandma. She says, speaking mostly to herself. Anyway, You need to have a, we need to have a talk. Got to be sure your brain's completely recovered. That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions? It's like, yes, I've just woken up off of your floor, so, can you answer some of my questions? Like, payment? We're gonna go straight for... Well, fine. What are you doing? The girl looks tiredly at her notebook. It's quite old, grease-stained, torn at the side and covered with dirty fingerprints. Like most things since the war, it's been through a lot. Trying to make ends meet. My brother Vasily and I own this tavern. He tends the bar and I do all the maths and pay all the taxes to the village head. Business isn't great. I also sometimes I also sometimes create new beverages for our customers. Some I make from old recipes and some I create myself. We distill it all and sell it right here. I love that practical job, but I can't be a brewer without taking R for the bookkeeping. What? But I can't be a brewer without thinking about bookkeeping and taxes. So here I am. Very odd sentence. A sentence that makes my brain melt. Or it's the heat, either way. Yeah, no getting around that stuff. Can I ask some more questions? Considering you nearly killed me. I'm looking for work. Point me in the June location. Everyone's looking for work round here, so I'm afraid I myself can't help. But I could put in a good word for you with Comrade Covella. Comrade Covella, our village head. He always has some work to be done. Though he won't do business with somebody he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. Maybe if you help me with some chores first, I'd feel better about giving you an introduction. God, I feel like I'm about to sneeze again. What do you need help with? See a lot of reading. I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools. And I don't have time to pick my own. Maybe you could help. It wasn't a sneeze, it was a burp. Maybe you could help me out. Just 5 toadstools would do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. What do you think? Now, we could do this one, but I think we actually get some money for doing the mushrooms, so we'll do. Fine. Thanks. I'll be waiting here. What do you have to sell? You have some perfume. Okay, it is perfume. I think you need that for a quest, actually. I can't quite remember. I have played quite a bit of this game, but there was so much reading. I skipped 85% of it and just went round and did my own shit. I know it's not very good, but I figured this is the perfect opportunity. So, yeah. Consider it done. See, now we could have... Oh! No! I didn't mean to click on you. God damn it. I love how much detail they put into the game and how every character will have a lot to say, but it's a lot. It's a lot. We haven't killed anything yet. It takes a while, so I'm just enjoying some tea. You see a muscular man near the bar. He eats minced meat out of a can. That's disgusting. And washes it down with vodka. Yeah. His face looks familiar to you. Yes, of course. It's another Atom Cadet. You know him. You knew him before being sent out on a rescue mission after the Lost Expedition. You were never friends, but you still recognize him. His name is Alexander. Now pretend you didn't see him. Oh hey. The big guy turns to you, squinting a little. Finally he waves at you. Hey there, Labot. Didn't recognize you at first, but now it's painfully obvious. Shrug. Speak quietly. No one needs to hear us. Yeah, what are you doing anyway? Alexander sniffs. Looks at the barkeep, hands at the girl at the table. He then whispers to you. I am surprised by this question. Chav? You just call me a chav? What are you doing here? Did you honestly think you were the only one sent out after Mozov and his buddies? Nope, not the case. We were both sent, just at different times. So I stumble upon this village. Huh? So I stumble upon this village. Oh, okay. So is life in the waste? What do you think of the place so far? How? Do you know what? We've talked, and now I'm going on my way. Goodbye. So, if you took the follower perk, I think you can get him to follow you. I'm not sure. I've never tested that. Oh, is that Mama and Papa? I've just noticed your fridge is just in the... I mean, so here's the thing. If you're not going to use a fridge for its proper purpose, it doesn't really... That would just stink. Just keep your shit on shelves. Let's talk to this crazy dude, because he actually has, like, armor and a hat on. And he's in the bar. One last talk at the bar. Oh, dear Jesus. A great man, a great big man who's looking around 50 is standing in front of you. His wide, unusually muscular body is clad in a tight coat of leather armor. A sparkly clean knife is attached to the stranger's belt. It has been sharpened to perfection, and even more impressive, and an even more impressive battle gun. Battle gun is sticking out of his holster. It is a battle gun. Like, okay, well, all guns are for battle in most. Well, okay, so not all guns are meant for battle, but still. But perhaps the most intriguing part of the stranger's equipment is a necklace made of human ears that is around, that is reaching, that is reaching lower than the armored spiked collar of his armor. He has a lot of ears on a string, basically. You realise that you've been staring at the old man for far too long. He's noticed your gaze. Giving you a friendly smile, you hear a sniffling? Stuttering, but still highly cultured voice that doesn't at all match his menacing outfit. Good day, comrade. I haven't seen you before. Point at the necklace of ears. Where did you get this collection from, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, the crazy man who walks up to you with ears round his neck and armour on his chest, and you point at the ears. Where did you get them? The man sighs and glancing at the necklace sadly. From my past. Oh, sorry. From my past. From my people. This is the flip side of my current profession. This is quite an unpleasant totem, but a necessary one, unfortunately. This calls for additional questions. Great. It's always a pleasure to talk to a fresh-faced around here. The man immediately extends. Okay, the man immediately extends his hand for a handshake, but suddenly he jerks it back as if he remembered something horrible. The next second, a tiny crossbow arrow shoots out of his sleeve and pierces the floorboard. With an apologetic look on his face, your whatever the intellector starts mumbling. What a blunder. I nearly killed a new... I nearly killed my new... I have no idea what that is meant to say. I'm trying to... Introductor? Ductor? I nearly killed my new introductor. Sorry about that, comrade. I recently installed this device into the sleeves of my jacket. A hidden crossbow, an old automatic spring. You understand? I didn't yet get used to wearing it all the time. Of course, such hidden weapons help me with my work, but it can be destroyed, but it can destroy my social life in a single clumsy move. Hopefully I didn't scare you too badly. Ask me a question, my dear. My dear, men don't say, I will meet him today. What's your name? The man rewards you with an embarrassed smile. My name is... Oh, fuck me. Inokenchi Yagonovich. But in inquiring about me at my work, just tell any major merchant that you're looking for the educator. And is your name? And what is your name, comrade? My name is Labot. White Buffalo Boris? The crime fighter. The blood wizard. Eagle the Iron Fist. Isn't that from the Iron Fist? Like the movie? I can't remember. I didn't actually watch that anime. Well, movie anime. I'm Labot. Well, it's nice to meet you, Labot. Yes, nice to meet you. There's something I wanted to ask you. Tell me about your profession. What do you do about the place? All tales. I'm done. Oh. Although, wait, I've got a couple more questions. No, we know about the ears. Well, we don't know about the ears, but you know, that's 35 minutes of talking. Yes. So, so actually I do need to buy something else. We're going to come over to the barman. And no, I haven't got your bloody book. Show me your menu, good sir. Give me some vodka. Yes, give me some vodka. I want some vodka. Let me drink vodka. Let the world seem right again, comrade. Yes, I must practice my stereotypical Russian accent, otherwise I will never get used to it. Yet. Which has nothing to do with... Okay, one last little bit. Before you stands a 50-year-old man. His rigid posture and his prideful expression contrasts slightly with his shifty eyes. Seems like he'd been a small-time government official before the war. Comrade, might you be here? See, some of these words I've never said with a Russian accent before, so it's... Might you be here to... What do the Russians say to? Might you be here to fix the water tower? I don't know, that went very weird, I don't know. Nope. Nope, what's wrong with it? Shall I carry on? The engine doesn't work, and our mechanic has disappeared somewhere. Probably out drinking. Okay, I'll take a look at it. That is great. And the proletariat will be forever grateful with humble cooperation. The water tower is nearby. Please check it out. I believe you will be able to help us. Take it easy, old man. I haven't fixed anything yet, but I'll take a look. It is funny if you go down with this, but there's so much more reading. I'm gonna do it. I am truly humbled to know that your people will never forget my act. But a simple thank you is nothing I can put in my wallet. The man quickly combs his balding head with his fingers and gives you a hard look. Getting rich off the misery of simple people is nothing to feel proud of. But if you are that concerned about compensation, I will pay you after the deed is done out of what's our village budget. Of course, this means we will have to go without supplies for a month. Children will go to sleep hungry, and parents will not need to think of an excuse to explain to them why they go with no supper. That went odd, but never mind. Or why they won't be any breakfast on the next day. But the risk of dying from thirst is far more grave. That went really weird. I don't know why my Russian keeps going very odd. Because I don't do Russian enough, and I don't listen to enough Russian speakers. That's a tip. If you want to learn how to do an accent, you need to listen to a lot of the actual accent being spoken to. Which is why my Scottish is quite good. Quit trying to make me feel bad. You big phony. I'll take a look at the engine, alright? There is just... Oh. Sadly, the writing in this could be made simpler. I feel sometimes, like, he's fine. But some of the other writing could be made a lot simpler. I don't need a description, excuse me, of every person that I meet. Repair. And you'll see down here is the log. Success. You successfully repaired the engine. Use. We have fixed the generator. So what you want to do is, whenever you come here, just fill up. I shouldn't have actually done that with the plastic, but it's okay. We'll drink the plastic first. Drink the plastic first. We'll use the plastic bottle first. So yes, you can actually just fill up water bottles. Huh. Did I not grab loot from here? There's loot. Grab the toilet paper. These peasants shall not have toilet paper. It is too much of a luxury for them. That is rather loud and obnoxious. Also, I didn't go around and loot the peasants' houses during the night. This will come back to haunt me, I'm sure. Oh, loot. Loot them. Take everything. If they catch you, they do get kind of angry. So only loot people's houses when there's no one in there. Or if they're asleep. If they're asleep, it works beautifully. Oh. Ah, she... Leave the house. Leave the house. Leave. Go and do some work for the proletariat or something. Ah, you're... Now, are you sleeping or are you... Aha. Take everything. I take your spoon. Aha. Right, so back to the food. I would put in a quick save. Just why not? The 50-year-old man constantly looks around as if searching for someone. Upon noticing you, he snaps his fingers as if getting a sudden idea. Oh, comrade! So, how goes the engine repairs? I fixed it. The deed is done. Oh, really, comrade? I can't believe it. It is true that someone in this world, wrapped by war and anger, had the strength and morality to lend a hand to a struggling community. It really was a pleasure. It really was a pleasure. Now how about my payment? Oh, comrade, and I thought you were one of those blasted con men that demand... I can't do it anymore. One of those blasted con men that demanded some sort of compensation for simply helping out the proletariat. Yeah, I'm easy. I should just do English. We've got 50 ruples. Now, if I remember correctly, our speechcraft is better. I think. Well, that can't be helped. What sort of... what are you asking as compensation? All I can offer you is a sum of money. It's not a lot, but it's a... not a little either. Take it or leave it. There's many fools in the world who can still... you can still con. Here, 50 ruples. So... this is how you treat the working class around here. Now I get why your tech... Oh, now I get why your tech guy left. Oh, it didn't work. Failure. Enough of all your tall tales, comrade. Our mechanic, although not the best of men, still wasn't greedy, and his tragic alcohol problem doesn't have any relation to his pay. Take your 50 and be on your way. Do you have anything? No. No. Okay. Well, goodbye then. Miserable old goat. Ah, well then. Well then. So, in this game, loot does respawn. Normally it's these trash... These bins. Trash can, that's the word I was looking for. I don't know why I forgot then. I just did. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come all the way... Hang on. Have I gone the wrong way? I think I have. So right, we're going to turn around. Now this is the sad little bit about Atom. The movement speed is a little slow. I actually changed that in settings. I know you can change the combat speed. We'll take combat speed up, I guess. It's probably going to be ridiculously high, but no, we can't. Sadly, getting from here to here is... Shift your little fat ass. Come on, soldier. So yes, we'll see how far the series goes. But as it stands, we want to go to the other end of town, and we want to come over to this little fisherman here. Yes, I'm sure whatever you bring out of there is perfectly healthy and reasonable to eat. Sorry, just drinking a bit of tea. Help lubricate the old speaking tube. Before you stands a tall, grey-haired man in a scruffy-looking sweater. He looks at you suspiciously and without blinking. There's a knife in his hand that's pointing in your general direction. From the look of the fishing pole scattered... The fishing poles scattered on the shore, he was fishing before you arrived. Who are you? I don't know you. Get away from me. Give a man a once-over glance. Whoa, calm down, man. I'm just passing through. Actually, can I do a West Country accent all the way through? I don't think I can, but I will try. Yeah, all that's just what you're saying. I don't know you, traveller. Travellers from Abin. No idea. The moment I turn my back on you, I will get a knife. I will get a knife? That's more Australian, but... The problem for you is I don't have any money. Or any food. So, it's best for you to move along. Go con some of the townies. Bagging adventurers? Okay. We're going to go over just my normal voice now, because my throat hole can't take it. I just wanted to ask you some questions. The man has a short inner struggle before he finally puts down the knife and squints his eyes at you. Fine, let's chat. How's fishing? Caught anything recently? Somewhat. This pond is pretty small, but there's plenty of fish in here. The problem is that almost dumb. The problem is they're so dumb that even those critters learn over time. And now they ain't biting as fast as they did before. That's a very odd. The problem is that, although dumb, even these critters learn over time. Okay, I may have got that wrong then. And now they aren't biting as fast as they did before. Can I fish too? You want to fish? Well, maybe I can. It's just that you don't really know what's the local fish like. That's really gourmet in these parts. No worms for them. They like bait made from all the critters around. The giant ants, the wasps, the spiders. Well, there are plenty of those around. The fisherman gives you a crooked smile and spits through his teeth. Gross. Yep. There's many of these mutants and freaks in these parts. But how would you know which of the limbs and organs are fit to make bait? I wager you don't know, and I'm right. So here's what we're gonna do. Go to the nearest pub and get me something strong. For that, I will teach you the basics on bait harvesting. Just remember, I don't want anything they mix themselves. Normal pre-war alcohol only. And the harder, the better. I have a bottle of the good stuff right here. It just so happens. Look. I like some pre-war vodka. I don't care if it's cheap or expensive. It can even be stronger than vodka, but it's got to be pre-war. Here's some vodka. You hand the bottle to the fisherman. He quickly takes it from you, quickly checks the label and puts the bottle in a bag. Hey, that's some really good vodka you got. Stuff made for importing, you know. Now, it's gonna keep me company and help me lose some radiation. That's a really odd thing for you to... If I get unlucky, I catch the sickness, and that's your fulfilled, and that's you fulfilled your side of the deal. It's my turn. Listen carefully and remember, hear the guy out. The fisherman explains to you how to field dress the body of a giant ant, wasp, and spider. Every critter has its own nutritious parts, but all can be dismembered even without a knife. Even a sharp stone would do. Also, you learn that the favourite food of the local fish are spanters, ant spit glands, wasp legs, and spider brains. The world is seriously a mysterious place. Oh, for crying out loud, there's more. Also, that stuff can be sold. The wastes are home to many fools that like hanging wasp legs in their shacks to show off their hunting skills. It's practically funny because even common wasps are much more dangerous than those generic mistakes. But who cares? Any item that costs money is worth selling, right? Right. Wow, thanks for all the knowledge. I better be going now. Can I go? Ah, thank you. So, with another episode down, we are going to end this episode off here because it's been a long one. All this reading is killing my throat, and the time has gone. Yeah, the time has come. So, I hope you've been enjoying this series of Atom. Oh yeah, of course it doesn't. This series of Atom, and if you are, perhaps giving a like or even a comment down below if you like my accents, or if you think I should just stop and carry on with the normal this voice. So, with nothing else to say other than thank you all for watching. Take care, and as always, bye bye for now.